the Twisted Fingerless Gloves. These are super comfortable. I love these gloves. They can pop up and it gives you extra protection against that cold steering wheel. Or if your fingers are just getting a little chilly, it's almost like a mitten. You can just pull them up. And then it's nice to be able to go ahead and fold down that cuff. It looks really cute. It's got a little bit of a flair of its own, a little style element there. And I added the skeleton skulls because Halloween is my favorite holiday and I just love them, and so I thought that would be kind of cute, kind of different. I have this cabled cuff here, and that's kind of where this pattern gets its name. To start this project, you want to have a small gauge or 3/8 inch gauge loom, and that's just the measurement from center of the peg to the center of the next peg. You'll want to have that be around the 3/8 inch. This is what I made my gloves on, the twisted gloves. This is a Cindy Wood 40 peg 3/8 inch loom. You can make it on any number of pegs that you need for your particular glove size. You'll just maybe need to make some modifications here and there. And then I highly recommend, if you're making a glove with the thumb in it, an adjustable loom. This is almost a necessity. You can do the thumb as a flat panel and then sew up a seam around the side to make a tube and then sew it onto the glove hand, but most people hate doing that, but it is doable. So you need to pick your loom. You obviously need your loom knitting tool, this little hook. You'll need a pair of scissors to cut your yarn. You'll need a hook to sew in your ends, or this is a needle, not a hook. But I was thinking you could also use a crochet hook. So you could grab the ends with a crochet hook. For me, the needle is way easier. And then I strongly suggest the next few items. This is a baggie full of cut up straws that I use to mark the pegs of my looms. It just gives me a visual idea of what stitches to do where, and you just cut them up and then cut a slit in one side, and you can pop them on and off even while you have knitting on the loom, and you'll see me do that in this tutorial. You'll want some scrap yarn, or I highly suggest a little bit of paracord. And the reason for the paracord is the nylon is super slippery, so you're not going to felt your yarn when you're sliding it off. It maintains its shape so it's not going to collapse, so you're going to have a nice little loop on there that you can easily grab hold of and then just pull this right out of your loops. And then some little stitch markers. Now these are relatively cheap and they are so handy. I use these all the time and you'll see me use these. So if you have some, awesome. If you don't have some, then stand-ins could be bobby pins or stitch holders or scrap yarn, just kind of whatever you have that will hold onto a loop so that it doesn't unravel in your project. So here I have them set up, the 36 peg and the 40 peg, and what I like to do is just mark my pegs before I begin. And so what you do is 3 knit stitches, 2 purl, 2 E-wrap, 1 purl. So it's 3, 2, 2, 1. 3, 2, 2, 1. And so that works out perfectly evenly around the whole loom.